Good morning, everybody. Um, First and foremost, I want to thank those that have recently subscribed to me and tell y'all thank you a bunch. I don't get. It's neat when you got a friend of a friend, and yeah. But I wanted to come and make a little bit of a video just kind of bragging about my new toy a little bit and my trip that we're fixing to go to. We've gone to Branson before. I think it was around Christmas time. Did the same thing. Kirk and I went without Cheyenne and went with a couple. Well, let's see, my father-in-law and mother-in-law, and I think at least two other couples, I think. Well, we're fixing to go do the same again. It's something that Kirk and I need. We don't ever go on a date. We don't do those sort of things that, we should be doing. Our lives and our schedules just don't work. Kirk's hurt his back here recently, and he's just now getting where his back don't hurt and things like that. So, for him and I to get any time away from Cheyenne, I mean, we love our daughter. Y'all know that. But all parents need some kind of mommy time, parent time, things like that, and I don't get that very often. And my mommy time's fixing to be gone because Summer's here and she's out of school. So, I'm also going to have access to a pool, so I'll get to exercise in a different way, have some different, way to enjoy my exercising that I've been talking about. I haven't been able to do much of anything the last 3 days, but during that time, we haven't gone out to eat or do anything like that. I've cooked baked chicken, not fried, and vegetables and things like that, and little Cheyenne, the reason I haven't been able to do my exercise is little Cheyenne's been sick, which has had us concerned because of the fact that we had this trip planned and it happened just before it. I've been praying for her, kind of selfishly because we wanted to go on this trip and all, but also because we don't want our little baby girl to feel bad and be, miserable and things either. Excuse me. So we've been praying about it, and so far so good. It seems like she has improved a lot, almost overnight. So, yay! Especially when like $300 of it was already put into this trip. So we would have lost $300 if, we weren't able to go. She's been sick since about Tuesday and everything, so, in the meantime, I've spent a lot of time playing with my new toy. I got my Kindle. For those of you who know me, I love to read something awful, almost as much as I love Facebook, if not more, actually. I love to read. So, to me, this was the ultimate present. As it turns out, I've gotten this close to my anniversary's coming up on the 26th of this month, and then July 6th is me and Cheyenne's birthday. So for me, this was my anniversary present / birthday present as well. And I've already got books on it and stuff that I've had on my Kindle PC. But the reason I talked myself into wanting it, I was hesitant at first. I was like, well, I've got it on my PC, and it was free and da-da-da. I really don't see the purpose in needing anything else, But after using it on the computer for a while, I come to realize how bulky it was. And then one time we went to, we had to go take Cheyenne to the doctor a time before. This is like 3 or 4 times she's had this ear infection. And strep throat and things like that this year. So it is, from the experiences that my husband's had as a kid himself, very likely Cheyenne's going to have to get her tonsils taken out, maybe even tubes put in her ears. So we're going to have that all looked into. And before we can do that, though, and I'll get back to the Kindle situation, why I decided I wanted the actual Kindle. We went to make an appointment with her doctor because of her being sick this current time, and found out that her ARKids was inactive and had to go to find out why. Apparently when I did the renewal papers, they didn't receive them when I sent them back in the mail. It wasn't so much that they were late, they haven't even seen them at all. So I've had to put in a new application. They said to see about, someone trying to get over there and pick up one and drop one off. Well, I don't have transportation while my husband's at work, and he don't get home until around about the time that their offices close. And he works 6 days a week. It's almost impossible. So he's like, well, why don't you check and see online, maybe you can print one out, and also, maybe he can find some time to drop one off, or, drop it off or whatever. So I looked online, and sure enough, they have where you could apply for it online. So I went ahead and did that, and wrote down the ID number and everything like that. So I got to call them today before we leave to let them know that I did that, and what the ID number and whatnot is. So hopefully we can get our ARKids back. Basically, it's insurance for the kids. Here in Arkansas, they have that. Pretty much pays for their medications, like for her antibiotic that we had to get her. It was almost $100 for that antibiotic, and we've usually not had to pay for anything on it at all. So that was just one way that it affected it. So, or one thing that was affected. So we got to work on all that before I can get her tested and checked out for possibly having to get her tonsils out and tubes in her ears and all that fun stuff. She's going to love that. But back to the Kindle, why I decided after all to get this. As you can tell, it's much more portable. It's maybe the size of a paperback book and about as thin as a pencil or so. So I'm like, when I had to go take her, we had to take her to the doctor one day, and I'm sitting there in the waiting room, and I've got this big old laptop sitting in my lap just for reading purposes. I'm like, And then when my friend was living with us, or Cheyenne's wanting to play zoodles, or her daddy's wanting to do something on the computer, and I'm wanting to read, because I'll read more than just 1 hour a day. I like read, every chance that I can get between housework, taking care of Cheyenne, packing, exercising, and everything that I do. So I'll read every chance that I can get. But when everybody, I was competing with everybody for my computer. Yeah, granted, as in my computer. It was originally supposed to be just but the desktop went out, and we never replaced it. So, it's become basically everybody's. But in the process of competing with them, I'm like, if I had the Kindle, it wouldn't be a big deal if Cheyenne wanted to come and play zoodles, or her being out of school and everything now. That's going to be an issue. She's going to be bored more often, and TV and her toys aren't going to be enough to entertain her. Or going outside to play, or I could walk her down there to the park and whatnot. Both of us get our exercise walking, and I can take my book and read and stuff while she plays. So I found a lot of things to love about it for me. I can carry all my books with me. If I get done with one book, I don't have to worry about it. I've got all my books already with me in this little thing here. So yeah. So all my friends and families, if they wanted to give me a little gift, could give me an Amazon gift card or any you know, something like that. It doesn't have to be more than $10. Most of my books that I like are either not like $8 or $9 for the few of them that I want and can't get myself that aren't free. Because they do have a lot of them that are under $5 or free. And I found a page on Facebook who posts those, like a handful of them each day. And I got me a Bible on there that I got for $5. That was like $25 for a a paperback at the store, Mordell's, for example. I've gotten my devotional. I got me a devotional on there. I think it was free, if I remember right, or $2.99 or something like that. So, thing is awesome. Well, I'm running out of time, so God bless you guys. Hope you all have a great weekend, and I'll see you guys when I get back and let you know about the trip.